Hey. Well, Eric, I want to talk about the new show on Super Deluxe, Tim and Eric Night Live. Let's talk about where this came from. I mean, the idea of a live talk show on the internet.
It all started when you came to me 10 years ago and said, Eric, there will never be a TV show on the web. And I took that as a direct challenge.
Well, you know, the thing that I always go back to, and it's an important point, is the word live, because it really is live. I mean, I can't stress that enough. What you see on the internet is exactly what's happening here in the studio. And I gotta admit, I don't even know what's gonna happen. I wanna bring this up. We talked about this before we shot. We've known each other a long time, right?
Right.
And I know you know this is coming. What's it like working with me? You gotta be honest with me, friend.
You got me, friend.
I'll be honest with you if you be honest with me.
Will do, friend. Working with Tim Heidecker from the start has been an absolute pleasure. We started about 10 years ago being two friends making internet shorts. He's up there with people like Robin Williams and George Lopez and other true creators that bring a sense of originality to comedy and the internet.
It's not a typical show. It is Tim and Eric Night Live. It's a live Super Deluxe experience. I hate to say the word experience, but it really is. And we worked hard and long at making this a special moment. One interesting aspect is going to be the communication ability that we're going to have with our audience. I mean, for the first time, people watching the show are going to be able to communicate on a one-to-one basis with its creators. That's something that hasn't happened before.
You can sum up Tim and Eric Night Live in one word: interactive.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome, Tim.
We have a community component. We have internet-based technology. We have a broadband usability content provider situation where you can exacerbate all those three options, come away with something that you didn't even have before you even entered into the project, plus you got entertainment. So, I mean, I know it's a lot, but it's really happening.
You know what? That's fine, because we're on the internet, we're streaming, we're broadband, depending on your input and your bandwidth. And if you're downloading some other movies at the time, sometimes our show will be choppy and you won't be able to see it. Sometimes too many people will be on the internet, which will slow down your bandwidth, which means you can't even watch our show. But that's what we're dealing with, the internet.
Okay. Hey Eric, how did you end up in this painting?
Oh, I was just chilling.
Tim and Eric Night Live, only this fall on Super Deluxe. I want to set the stage. I want to picture. Okay, I'm at home on my computer. I'm dialing into the network where my internet is.
I see it.
And I've logged on to a special site which is carrying Tim and Eric Night Live. Walk me through that.
Okay. What you're first going to see is a site called superdeluxe.com, and that's a comedy site.
Got it.
You're going to do one of two things. You're going to search for Tim and Eric Night Live, or you're going to go to original series and scroll down for Tim, because this will be under Tim Night Live, and you'll hit that, and at that point you'll have two options. One, you're going to sit there on the internet and wait till we go live. That's Tuesday nights. But say it's a Sunday. How about some archive shows? And see what Tim and Eric Night Live did last week, what kind of guests they had, what kind of ideas they had about what's going on in the world.
I gotta get sizzle points in this show. It's gotta start sizzling and it's gotta end sizzling.
It's all about sizzle points. When Tim and I write a script for Tim and Eric Night Live, every 2 lines there's a little asterisk, and that means that's a sizzle point. It's a funny anecdote. It's a little musical sting we throw in. If it sizzles, it's going to be funny, and our viewers at home watching on their PCs will notice that and respond to it by putting a comment. And you can do that by logging onto any website and just chatting about our show and telling us how you feel about it. And that's what the internet delivers, and that's what a live show will deliver to you. Absolutely, Tim. The great thing about Tim and Eric Night Live is it comes to you in two options. One, you watch it live on Tuesday nights, or two, you watch an archived episode. And you can go back weeks and weeks and weeks and see what Tim Heidecker had to say about the new Britney Spears song, or what Eric Wareheim had to say about the war. It's all wonderful, it's all archived, and it's streaming to you through your PC on superdeluxe.com.
And I would like to present you with an award later.